1, 2, 3, 4, take the elevator. 4, 5, 6, 7, something, something green. Boop. Okay, cool. That worked. Alright, so I guess if I click this button, there's me. Hello, it's me! I am the Chris who plays games, playing Vitro games every Monday at 9:15 p.m. EST, and whatever the fuck I feel like every Friday at 9:15 p.m. EST is what I used to say when I regularly streamed video games several years ago. But I don't do that regularly anymore, so today it's just like happy birthday, post happy birthday. I don't know. I haven't played the video games for a while, and it was my birthday, and usually I stream video games on my birthday, so here I am. Hi, Yugi. So yeah. Oh, I should tell my Discord. I just told Jess's Discord I'm streaming, and I realized, like, wait a second, I have my own Discord. Everyone. I almost added everyone with no other information, which would be a mistake. Playing video games and shit for a little while. Yeah, so, I don't know, it's, my birthday was Saturday, yay, my birthday, and for the past, 7 years, I've been doing a birthday live stream, and, because I had an in-person party, and, I didn't have birthday streaming on my birthday because, in order to do that, it wouldn't have worked out, so, it didn't, so here we are. But I still wanted to say hi to people and play video games and stuff, so I also am doing that, because you can do more than one thing at a time, or, well, not at the same time. Well, you can, but you can't play video games and host a birthday party at the same time, because then people would be looking at you weird. I mean, I suppose you could, but most people would be like, I don't really come to your birthday party to watch you stream. In fact, that's kind of what happened when it was the first year of the pandemic, and I was, doing my normal, this is not Jorts the cat, but it is an orange cat, so, he's here to be, Jorts. And he's lying next to Grumpy Bear, so you got that going. Thanks, James. Thanks, John. Yeah, so I'm 38 now, 38 years of age, and so I had a birthday party. I was telling people, the first two things I remember doing when COVID hit in March is that, I was one of those people who had been kind of paying attention to it earlier than average, in part because I had, coworkers who lived in Washington State, which, got hit a little bit earlier than Boston, but also because, Brad lives in China and other things like that. And so, in, March 3rd of 2020, I was like, cool, I'm not going anywhere anymore. And I canceled my birthday party, and I canceled my trip to Yimbie Town, which is a pro housing conference was being held in Portland. And on January 19th of this year, I kind of looked at the trends of COVID, and I said, look, March 19th is probably going to be a relative lull in COVID, so I should have a party. And it's kind of coming back from pandemic. So I invited a whole bunch of people to my house for a birthday party, in-person birthday party. I ended up having 50 plus people show up to my house for a birthday party. So very successful. So successful my landlady is upset at me because she's like, you should never have more than 6 people at your house, including residents, because that's the way my landlord is. But yeah, no, it was a terrific birthday party. I got to see all these people, and a lot of people were like, wow, I haven't met a friend of a friend at an in-person event in a long time. So it was pretty cool. And I am really happy about it, but I missed y'all. So, here we are, and I'm happy to be here, too. So I'm going to play some Isaac. I actually, while I was getting set up and making sure things worked, started an Isaac run. I forgot that I was on greed mode, so it's a greed mode Isaac run. I am sure I will die relatively soon. I'm on the 3rd floor, and we're just going to do that. And also, my face is gone, and I have to fix that. There we go. Now my face is back. So, yeah, I think the audio probably isn't too bad. If there's anything in particular wrong with it that you're like, hey, this is probably easily fixable, feel free to say so, or just accept that, I'm a terrible streamer and that's just the way the world works. So, I'm actually going to turn this down a little bit because I think I'm talking too loud. Hello, Flex. Welcome, good to see you. I have a pill. I should take pills. In this house, we take pills. It was a Verp pill, which gave me another shot speed up pill, so that's cool. I don't need the Wheel of Fortune as far as I know. I do have a key, so let's go in here. Oh, this is Kane's other eye, I think. So I think this is fine. Oh, no, it's Mom's eye. That's fine. As long as it's not, Evil Eye, or whatever that one is. That's, Cursed Eye. I don't like Cursed Eye shot. yeah, so I started, this is an Eden run, and because I just did a random character and pulled up Eden, and I started with this item. I don't know what it is, but it looks like, I don't know, the first item in that list, and it is apparently like a shot speed and damage up, which is very nice. Oh, what hit me? I missed something there. Okay. I mean, I'm sure it was a shot of some kind, but I did not see it. It seemed like it hit me from behind. Go away. Alright, you're dead. You're dead, and you're dead. Yeah, so I had a great birthday party. I really, really appreciate it. Fuel, we're up to about $4.50 a gallon, which is expensive for the US, but cheap for the rest of the world. And, yeah, so, it doesn't matter a lot for me. Especially, like, so one of the things I did for my birthday last year is I bought myself an e-bike. I have now put 1,800 miles on that e-bike, just shy of. I'm actually at 1,798 miles on my e-bike. So, oh man, you know what, I shouldn't like this. It's a bad idea, but I like the sprinkler. For greed runs, I really like the sprinkler. Because you can use it a lot in the same room. Right, so I can just be like, oh, sprinkler, and then, like, it's gonna just stay there forever. Oh god, troll bombs, get away from me. But yeah, so like, as I'm in a room for longer, like, I will get charges, sprinkler charges, and then I can use them, and then there'll be multiple sprinklers in the room. This doesn't actually help in the final greed fight, so it's really not a very useful item for that. But I do have Nun's Habit, so if I take damage, I do get charges. What? I missed something hitting me again. So it's not totally useless. And obviously, it's not like most useful on this particular thing because I only got it like when I got the bosses or whatever, but whatever. Go away. Alright, got him. Yeah, so, and I joke, well, I didn't joke, I said, if anyone who follows me on Twitter is invited to my birthday party, like, really, I mean it, I actually mean this, like, I would like to see everybody, meet everybody, if you follow me, you're invited, like, if I haven't blocked you on Twitter, like, then I don't hate you enough so that you're not welcome to my birthday party, and I did actually have a couple people who I've never met before, who I'm not even mutuals with, like, they just follow me, who were like, do you really mean that? And I was like, yeah, and they were like, cool, I'm coming, and I was like, great. Yeah, that was a mistake. I should not have done that. Because, like, now I have very little life left. I do think that this is charged, so I can go ahead and blow this up and hope for the best. Nope, useless. Terrific. I could take the pill and hope for something good, but I probably wouldn't get anything good. Okay, here's what we are. I mean, if you have me blocked on Twitter, then I assume that you would be very unlikely to see the fact that I invited you, so it wouldn't really matter. Alright, there we go. Okay, and I got an HP up. Good. I feel a little bit less deadly now, but not a lot. Alright, see, so now we've got, like, a sprinkler here, and because of the Cursed Eye Shot, it's actually shooting in both directions. Because of Death's Touch, it shoots through things. Every room, like, every wave I finish, I get another charge, so I'll be able to get 3 of these by the time I'm, like, have bosses. Oh, what? Oh, there's creep on the floor. God damn it. Did not see that at all. Right, so here, right? Like, so now I've got a sprinkler over there, a sprinkler over here. Throw your hands into here, check your derriere. Oop, there it is. Oh, I thought you knew. Okay. I got something that's charming people, apparently, because otherwise that guy totally would have come at me. Alright. Like, I will admit that there are a lot of shots going on, and I don't necessarily know which stuff is mine versus not mine, but that's okay. We're doing fine. We got 52 cents. A little bit of life. Another sprinkler going. Put these double Lokis up here. Get them out of here. No, I'm not gonna stream every week. This is just a special thing. Like I said, I've always done a stream for my birthday, and I felt odd not, you know, catching up with all of my YouTube friends for my birthday. So here we are, just to catch up with people for my birthday. But yeah, so I had like 10, 15 people from work. I had 10, 15 people from local politics, like 10, 15, or 6 or 7 people I know through Jess. I had 3 family members. I had 3 or 4 people who I've known from like ages ago socially, like one friend that I met when I moved to Boston via open source stuff like 10, 15 years ago. I had one person who came in from Pittsburgh, one person who came in from Philly, one person who came in from Canada. God damn it, more creep that I couldn't see. Alright. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and do the devil deal even though I probably shouldn't. Oh, that's creep. Alright, don't hit the creep, don't hit the bullets. Let these Mr. Freds get out of my way. Whoa, almost died. It's fine. Okay, let's go ahead and get Sty. Constellation Prize. Stapler. Oh, that's nice. HP up. Oh, shit. I totally fucked that up. I forgot how that worked. But yeah, so the random guests weren't a mistake. I met a couple people. I think they had fun. They got to meet people, and they were like, "Hey, this is really cool." So I don't know. It worked out really well. I had a bunch of people who just seemed like they were really happy with it. I was really happy with it. I love just being around people, and I haven't had a lot of chance to because of COVID. So it was really nice. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and blow up this fire, 1, because it might give me a soul heart, so look at that, and 2, because, yeah. Okay, so I definitely would like that tears up. I also would like this. So that was nice, but I still wanted to see all of you lovely people as well. Got this sprinkler right here. This is actually going relatively well for me. Like, I'm not a great Isaac player, but this feels like it's not going terribly. I do hate these enemies. They are the worst. So, but drop another sprinkler here. Yeah, I mean, and honestly, they weren't random, right? Like, this is the thing, is that I said anyone who follows me on Twitter is invited, but I also didn't include my address in the post that said that, so it's definitely a case where, like, yeah, anyone is invited, sort of, but I still do have the filtering action of, like, I get to decide whether I'm actually going to send you the information about the party. So if someone that I hated had messaged me and been like, hey, I want to come to the party, I would have just, you know, ignored them. But that didn't happen because, like, why, if you know I hate you, like, are you going to message me and be like, oh, I really want to come to your birthday party? Like, no, you're not, that's not a thing you're going to do. So it wasn't really a thing I was concerned about, but I also was, you know, had that filtering action in place just in case it did happen for some dumb reason. But yeah, so as people who knew me from local politics, they followed me because of posting about city stuff or about bike lanes or anything else like that, and so that's all it was. I think I'm gonna go with multi-dimensional Babby. Yeah, 9 lives is not really useful to me because if it gets to the point where I need 9 lives, I will have been screwed already. So, Magic Mush. Oh my goodness. This run is actually terrific. I basically could not ask for a better set of item drops. So, this is terrific. Take care, Flex. Thanks for stopping by. It's good to see you. Have a good night. Alright. I don't remember. Okay, there are 10 waves here too. Oh god. Oh god. Where are you, hand? Oh, there you are. Aha! Found you. Oh god, you hit me. Good job. But yeah, so like I very much like I picked everything I was doing in a sensible way. I was not just like being a fool and thinking everything will go fine, there will be no possible problems. Like, I was thoughtful about it, but I also wanted to be clear because there's a lot of people who I follow on Twitter, like who were mutuals, but like that I've met in the past year via the internet, who I didn't know, like, do you want to come, do you want to do whatever, and I didn't, like, really want to message everybody, like, DM everybody and be like, hey, come to my birthday party, like, there's pressure there, so I picked, like, some people, and was like, hey, I'd really like you to come, but then I also wanted to just leave the door open for people who I didn't think of. Alright, I don't need sacrificial altar, I don't like Eye of the Occult, so that's fine. I will take this, even though I think that it's unnecessary. Don't need that, obviously. Oh, I need one more penny, and I have nothing. God damn it. Well, that's a shame. I've got no bombs, I've got no anything else. Alright, so it goes. Take care, John. It's good to see you. Take care. And I hope Cinnamon feels better. I think she was sick, but I hope she felt better. Oh god. I was like, nothing is happening, and then immediately after I said that, something happened, so good job, me. Alright. Cool, just take unnecessary damage. Perfect plan, no possible flaws. Alright, yeah, so this is the one where, like, I'm gonna drop the sprinkler, and, like, it's not that the sprinkler isn't useful, but I can't drop, like, 7 sprinklers in this fight, unless I take another 4 hits of damage or something, in which case I can, but, yeah. Right. Okay, so these are gonna blow up, that's fine, don't care about that. When they have keys, I need to destroy the keys, because otherwise it unlocks a whole bunch of doors. So I don't want that to happen. Which might only happen in hard mode. Okay. Now, hearts is bad because it heals him, so we want to destroy those before they get to him. There we go. Bombs are fine. Don't care about that. Yeah, hearts. Go away. Yeah, the keys. See, the keys, if they get to the doors, then enemies add spawn, so... Now I'm gonna get the enemies out of these doors. Thankfully, I destroyed enough of them, it shouldn't be a big deal, and he's dead, and I have 1. And I gotta unlock the thing, and I can even put some money in my donation machine. Cool. There we go. Alright. So, now I can do the daily run. And I think I'm still here. Yeah, everything still looks fine. I see my face. I see the stream. Everything is working. Cool. I now that I stream so little, I never know anything, man. I'm always just like, I don't get it. I don't know. Am I doing well? If I'm doing fine or I'm doing well. Oh, okay. I guess today's thing is Bethany. All right, we're gonna give ourselves a wisp here and shoot sloth. Daily. Oh no! You got my wisp, you jerk. Hello, James. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Yeah, so I think I streamed not too long ago. I did the pedestrian for New Year's Eve, I guess. So it's been a couple of months, but I am now back in the office regularly. So that's a change since last time. So at the end of December, or mid-December, they gave us all back our desks because they had basically packed everything up so they could set up like socially distanced spaces and do hot desking during 2021. So like at the end of 2020, they packed up all the desks, like the site people at the office did, and then So we didn't have desks anymore, and you could book a desk and go in, but it wasn't your desk, and you couldn't like leave stuff there or whatever else like that. And so in the end of 2021, they fixed that. They gave us our desks back, and they God damn it. I'm totally going to die because I am bad at this game. That I should go back and watch that again. That does seem like it would be very amusing. Wow, almost just got myself killed there. Brilliant. I did escape, so at least there's that, but only via very much luck. Let's go ahead and get a wisp here. Pick up a bomb. Did I go in the item? I must not have gone in the item room, which was directly north of where I was, so good job, me. Like, it was right here. Okay, host hat's fine. I think it helps me a little bit with mom stomping on me later, so that's nice, but I'm glad I didn't go into the curse room, because if I had, I would be dead now. Oh, let's go ahead and pop Justice. Oh, that's nice. Okay, cool. Nothing special, but... I'll go in the shop, too. There might be a penny on the floor or something. Nope. And, yeah, so they took away our desks, and then in the middle of December this year, they gave us our desks back, and so I went in the office for, like, 3 days, and then I went home for Christmas break, and then, like, Omicron wave hit, and suddenly I was like, I don't think I should be going into the office anymore. God damn it. Got my wisp. So I didn't go in for all of January. I started going in, I think, at the beginning of March again. So I basically skipped like 2 whole months and didn't go in at all. But now I'm back in the office. I've said this the entire time. Every time I'm in the office, I'm far more productive. It's not worth it for me if there's like safety risks, right? I don't want to be doing this if it's, you know, if there's a whole lot of COVID around, it does not make sense for me to be in the office, because the negatives of being in the office are, when there's COVID, is that, like, I'm afraid I will catch COVID, and that is a bigger negative to my productivity than the gains I get from being in the office. But now that COVID has mostly subsided and Google has mostly a requirement to vaccinate, and I say mostly, which is dumb, but whatever, I expect that everyone who sits near me is vaccinated. Then I can go to the office and I don't have to, you know, I'm just more productive. I'm much more likely to get work done, because sitting down at the computer that isn't the one I play video games at, it just makes me more productive. So yeah, so I've been doing that. It's really good to see people again. This is part of my motivation. I'm just like, I am mostly worn out of like organizing Zoom social events that are with or involve people who are not like regular acquaintances. Like having like novel people involved is just like not a fun thing for me. I just can't kind of get used to it or whatever. So or rather I'm too used to it, and I'm just like, I'm done. I'm tired. I don't want it. So Zoom socials are kind of a thing that I'm done with, so having in-person social events is nice, as we discussed with my birthday and everything else. So I'm really enjoying kind of having a little bit more opportunity to spend time with people in person, and I'm a very social creature. I was talking to somebody, and they were like, I saw you at like 6 o'clock at your party. My party started at 2, and I saw you at 6 o'clock at your party, and you just had this look of like immense joy on your face, because like being around a large crowd of people is really what I do. Hello, Supermodel. I'm not really back. I'm just streaming tonight. It's never really going to be a thing that I stream regularly again. I mean, honestly, like, I didn't even watch City Council meeting tonight, which I would usually do on a Monday, so, admittedly, there's nothing really interesting on the, agenda, but, I did have 2 of Cambridge's city councilors at my birthday party, so, it's kind of an interesting thing to look at, like, what what has changed in my social life since I stopped streaming. You know, one of the things, of course, is that I'm much more involved in local politics, and being much more involved in local politics means that, like, I'm friends with two of the city councilors, and I, you know, they came to my birthday party, we hung out and chatted. Amusingly, we did have someone who was like, one of my friends was like, hey, I'm having this problem with my, like, compost pickup, and city councilor and his aide were like, oh yeah, I can help you with that. It's just funny to, you know, being Cambridge, despite having 100,000 people in it, is very much still, like, small town politics in a nutshell, you know, retail politics, so it's amusing. But yeah, so I've been doing a lot in that still. We're kind of constantly trying to figure out, like, are we being the most productive we can be in our political activism? Like, should we be, you know, attempting to influence people or write policy or just, like, build power and connect people to things or whatever else? And so there are people here talking about, at my party, who are talking about, like, why isn't there a Cambridge tenants union? And I think the answer, of course, is that with the rent in Cambridge, it's actually hard for tenants to maintain any amount of power because they lose their homes too quick. I don't even know what that trinket does, but whatever. I guess I have it now, so there you go. Oh no. God damn it. Okay. It's fine. All's well. Buck up. That's fine. Alright. Green Duke of Flies. No idea what makes you green, but I guess you don't spawn flies that go in a circle around you. That's what makes you green. You shoot things out instead. Oh, no, you do. Never mind. I take back my comment. I have not seen Spider-Man No Way Home. I haven't seen, really, I don't know. I feel like there's too many Spider-Man movies, and so every time I think about watching one, I'm like, okay, I know there's a Spider-Man movie. Like, which ones am I, like, are they related? Is there a story I have to watch? Is this, like, a sequel, or is everyone just set in its own, you know, new universe? I've never understood. And there was, like, Into the Spider-Verse, which was, like, a cartoony one or something, which everyone really liked, but I didn't watch that either, and yeah. Alright, I got an angel deal. This is something I don't really care about, I feel like, but... Oh, well, this is unfortunate. I can't use my book now. Yeah, they're all related, but do you have to watch them in an order, or do you just have to... I don't know. Okay, I have no idea what the spacebar item does, but... it doesn't appear that it has charges, which means that I don't think... okay. Well, so this is fine, but it's not really good for Bethany. So I think what happens is, like, when I kill enemies, they turn into these little red ghosty things. And the little red ghosty things are things that I can blow up, right? Which, like, cool in theory. Like, I like it, but it means that the Book of Virtues is no longer useful to me, and that sucks.
Shot speed up.
Alright, so I should watch new Spider-Man. And this is No Way Home is the latest one, is that right? Oh, and they also shoot. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I like the D4 better. Whoa! Dumb of me. Ah! Or D4. I said D4, I meant D6. Oh, right, I'm on a 2. Oh, no, this is a terrible item. Oh, well. Alright, watch No Way Home. Noted. Also, there's a secret room here. I guess I need to bomb into here. I don't know why I did that. There was no reason for me to unlock a chest in a challenge. Like, a single gold chest in a challenge room was not necessary. That was a silly choice, especially given that I bombed into it, which wasn't even what I really should have done. I was thinking I could get back out that way, but that's not how it works, so... I don't know, I guess I'll get some charges at least. No, I'll just pay for it. It's fine. Yeah, Peacock Plus, one of the 70 I love that everyone was like, you know what I really want? I want a la carte cable. Like, that is the thing I really want. And then they figured out that if you pay for a la carte cable, you're actually paying more than if you don't pay for a la carte cable, because a bunch of the cable channels are actually subsidizing the other cable channels. Like, Fox News or whatever pays to be on cable, so you don't have to pay as much for other cable channels. And people don't realize that, so they're like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, except you're wrong. That's not actually what you want. What you want is to pay less. Like, you just want the same content in a more convenient form, and you want it to cost less, which is totally reasonable. I think it's the right thing to want, but the problem is that, like, it's not what you get by saying, I want a la carte cable, because things are more complicated than that. Turns out that, like, you were not actually getting, you know, overcharged for the things that you watch. It's that the things that you watch cost more, and other things cost less, and that cost could be amortized over a bunch of stuff. So, you know, like, that's the thing. And yeah, I do too, right? Like, I have no problem with the fact that I pay, you know, $75 for various media services and, like, don't get them all wrapped up in one. Like, it is a better fit for me, but people are like, well, you know, now I'm paying just as much as I would for cable. And it's like, yeah, and you know what? You're getting, like, if you don't like that, then just get cable. Like, if you're like, oh, cable was fine, then get that. But it turns out that what you wanted was more choices and more whatever, right? So, I should not have gone in here. This is a D... something. Like, that was a dumb thing. I think that's just the D6, which I already have the D6. That was useless. I knew this was a bad guy. Oh, right. I'm hoping this is an item drop and I can re-roll it with the D6. That was my thought. That was the process there. So I did actually think this through. It was not just a random bad choice. It was a specific bad choice. So we'll see how it goes. It was useless. Oh, and range down. Terrific. I really love all these lovely things you're giving me, game. Terrific, really. Yeah, and I don't know, I'm frustrated, like, I would like to watch Picard Season 2, but I don't really want to pay $15 to Paramount Plus for 1 month, and then forget to cancel it and pay $120 over the course of a year for something that, you know, I only want to watch one thing on. And that's just my choice, right? And... I don't know, is Picard even on regular TV? Like, if you just got CBS or whatever it is, do you actually get that? I don't know. I genuinely have no idea, or if it was just a streaming exclusive. I assume you can get everything on BitTorrent, so, like, whatever. If I really wanted to, I could just risk Comcast being angry at me and get something on BitTorrent. But, I'm too old for that these days. Like, I used to BitTorrent, and I had memberships to things, and would work out things from Usenet and everything else like that. And now I'm just like, you know what? Whatever. I'll just pay for it. But is CBS All Access like a Roku thing? Is that a thing you can do that way? Because then, like, what if I don't finish watching it in a month, and then, like, I have to go do ugh, it's so annoying. I just want things to be easy. I want things to be easy and as cheap as it makes sense for me in particular. I want no one to do anything silly. Part of it is just, I wish that I could just buy a la carte Picard, right? Like, and I know that their whole point there, right? Like, the reason they're not doing that is they're like, oh, we want you to try our service and like all these other things so that you stick around. And I'm like, but I don't actually care about anything other than Picard because you're a network television station. Like, why would I give a shit? But, you know, that's what they really want. They want me to be in that picture. Yeah, like I said, I'm just too lazy for BitTorrent these days. I just want things to be easy. I want everything to be easy and available exactly when I want it and to cost exactly what I think it should cost, which is less than it does. And all of that is ridiculous, and I understand that. And, you know, it's one of those things where, like, I really appreciate YouTube. Like, I just really do. I get so much value out of my YouTube Red subscription, which I know it's not what it's called anymore, but I just get so much value out of that. Like, no ads, terrific. Download stuff watch it on the plane. Like, it's just, and I spend hours of my life on this, you know? Like, and yeah, there are times when I spend more time on Netflix or whatever, but most of the time, it's just like, nope, I am 100% a YouTube fanboy, so. Easy like Sunday morning, ba-da-da-da. And why I'm easy. I did my taxes. I hope all of you who do taxes in the U.S. have started work on your taxes. They're due in about a month, and so you should do them. I really appreciate that the IRS, after decades and decades of not allowing different withholding for, well, whatever, for like supplemental income, like bonuses and stock and other things like that. That was really dumb. That was extremely stupid. Wow. I am shocked at how stupid that was. Like, immediately got an Eternal Heart and then walked right into a fire, avoiding shots that weren't even that close to me. Like, brilliant. YouTube Red, people are always like, oh, what about Porn RedTube or whatever? Like, RedTube's not even a thing anymore. Like, Pornhub has killed RedTube, first of all. Second of all, like, whatever. I guess YouTube Red might have just meant bad name for other reasons. That's fine. People are like, oh, you haven't thought about this branding thing at all. And I'm like, look, I read the slide deck that discussed whether RedTube was a thing they were concerned about with the YouTube Red branding. And the answer was no. Like, here is what we have studied. None of our target audience cares about that name collision whatsoever. Most of them aren't aware of it, and the rest of them don't care about it. And I think that was 100% the correct decision, and, like, it's fine. But YouTube Premium, I think, got named because, I don't know, I think that was when they launched it in Germany, so there's probably some German thing that says you can't sell things called colors or something. I don't know. German rules are always the source of most of my problems, so I am totally hating this level. XL floor, and I've just hit every stupid wrong way, thinking like, oh, maybe this will be the way. And like, and this one in particular was dumb, right? I've explored the room below this and no, it goes nowhere. I've explored the room above this and no, it goes nowhere. I clearly knew that like coming in that room was not going to lead me anywhere. Oh, I also walked by both of the boss rooms like 6 rooms ago. Brilliant. And I used my keys, which I shouldn't have done, but whatever, it's fine. But yeah, so YouTube Red is terrific, and I am very happy with it. Well, and especially, I guess one of the things that contributes to that is that, like, I have seen several times, like, what YouTube with ads looks like these days, and dear God, how do you deal with that? Like, there's, like, 3 ads in a row, and, like, oh my gosh, it's just so frustrating. Oh no, I should have re-rolled the box. That's the whole fucking point. I've got another boss fight. Okay, well, it was dumb to take that, but it's not totally useless. The moon is a dumb card, but whatever. Alright. Come here. Oh! Alright, well, did a little bit. Alright. There we go. Come at me, bro. Come at me. Ah! Oh. Oh, you like walked right over the bomb. God damn it. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Turn around. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. No, I can't get into TikTok. I mean, I'm sure I could. I have not gotten into TikTok. Part of it is I feel too old for it. Another thing, like, and I have this problem, like, I am extremely susceptible to all of the... like what algorithms learn about me is show this man half-naked women, like 100% of the time, like all of the stupid shit about like that, like it's like, oh, like show me cosplayers and show me like this other stuff, and like so I like anything that's heavily algorithm based that I don't know how to search it and make it find things that I care about. So hello Catherine, thanks JB3. And so like I am too old for it, is how I feel. And I took the experimental treatment, which is fine. Alright, I'm just gonna use this so I get a wisp. Like, clearly I am not good at re-rolling. I take the D6, and then I forget I have another fucking Curse of the XL? Are you effing kidding me? Like, what is this shit? Cool. Whatever. It's fine. I'm not upset. Yeah, like, all the advertising on YouTube just seems like, I don't know, it just feels like there's a ton of, like, abortion like, I don't know, I feel like the ads on YouTube are just, every time I see one, or see people complaining about them, they're just, like, the worst fucking ads. And, like, when I was on YouTube, I don't know, I got ads for, like industrial milling machines or other shit like that, and I don't know why, because God knows, but, like, I didn't, like, buy anything from them, but whatever. Yeah, thanks so much. I really enjoyed, as I was saying earlier, I really enjoyed my birthday party. I had like 50 people come to my house, some of whom I have not seen in years, some of whom I have never seen before, many of whom were like, holy cow, this was really cool. I got to like meet and hang out with people. Someone's like, yeah, I exchanged LinkedIn information with like 4 different people, and it's like, oh, that's like, I mean, I think that's good. You're making connections. I hope that this is not like, you know, something. I don't know. Like, LinkedIn is, I guess, a social thing, right? It's like, what else do people use these days? Like, I use Facebook, but that's useless. I use Twitter, but no one should go on Twitter, so, you know, it's good. Oh god. Full-length songs in the middle of my song. Yeah, see, this is why paying for YouTube is good. YouTube shouldn't have ads, and I'm glad they at least let me pay to get out of it. Alright, you go away. I'm gonna take Dr. Fetus. This is a terrible idea. This is the dumbest idea ever. I am absolutely going to die. I think Brad finished this run in like 8 minutes, just for the record. Like, I think I saw him finish this daily this morning. I don't think I saw the daily. I just saw the very end of it, and it was fast. There you go. APW was one of the people. Yeah, which I get, right? Like, how, like, social media is terrible. Oh, right, Little Haunt's. I was like, where is this fucking haunt coming from? Oh, it's me. It's mine. I just picked that item up, like, 2 seconds ago. Good job, me. But yes, it was a ton of people, like, and this, one of the things, like, I've been playing this party since January, right, like, and one of the things that I was concerned about is, like, is this going to be a terrible idea? And this was a gamble. Like, I was sitting here in January 19th is when I decided to have this party. January 19th, you will note, was approximately, like, not quite the peak of the Omicron curve, but not far off from it. And I was sitting here going like, okay, I'm deciding on January 19th that I'm going to host this party. And I don't know what the future really looks like. I have a guess. Like, I have an informed guess. I pay a lot of attention to the statistics and to science, and I've learned that Eric Topol is a kind of a doomer that I'm really tired of listening to, who is like right on one thing and wrong on 700, and everyone listens to him. It freaks out every time he says something because he finds some study that disagrees with the 73 other studies that say the opposite thing, but it always says the worst thing. And people are like, why aren't we listening to this guy? And I'm like, because he's wrong on 85% of what he says. Like, he's right on some basic things, and like, that's it. Like, why would we listen to him? He has repeatedly demonstrated himself to be like inaccurate and unhelpful, and like always looking at the worst is not exactly the best way to make sure that you achieve good outcomes. So maybe don't. But whatever. But I was like, you know, is this going to be a thing? And I definitely had some people who came yesterday who are very much like, I am going to only be outside, and I am still going to wear a mask outside. And I like was very clear, like, look, you know, I understand people feel differently about this. I am not expecting everyone to wear a mask. I am not expecting, you know, this and that. And I think everyone felt pretty good. I will definitely be testing repeatedly throughout this week with my fancy Google COVID testing thing, which is nice that I have. I have like 37 of the tests right now because I have been, for the past 2 months, ordering 20 every month and not really having much use for them because I haven't been going places and saving them up. So, we did not, Tony. I considered being aggressive about it. I do have the QR code checker app that actually lets you validate that it's a valid QR code. But I decided that it would be not really worth it. My friends are not. The vast majority of none of my friends are likely to be misleading about whether they are vaccinated or not. I have some people I know who are very much against vaccine mandates and not comfortable with them, especially for workplaces. Coworkers of mine who I otherwise, I appreciate, that they have a very live free or die mentality that goes along with this, and I get it. And that's not me, but very few of my friends I think would be dishonest about it, so I didn't worry about it so much. And the one that verifies Canadian records or California records almost certainly validates all of them, because they're just smart health cards. The biggest thing is I think having a list of trusted issuers. So I do think that but there's a common standard that everyone's ended up using that has that actually work with it. So yeah, exactly. So I did consider it. I decided against it. I just said, if you are not vaccinated as much as you can be, don't come. I did say, if you have kids, bring them, right? So I did have one friend who, was here with his 4-year-old. I am well aware that, parents of 2 to 4-year-olds do not need any more help from me feeling like shit in this entire pandemic, right? So I have a friend whose, kids are that age, and I just watch them, every fucking time the CDC is oh yeah, maybe this time we're going to approve a vaccine. Oops, no. Or, FDA, whatever, or the vaccine companies. And it's I cannot imagine how exhausting it must be at this point to just be how many times have you said this next time for sure, right? How many times have you said, no, really, we mean it? I can't imagine at this point. So I was explicit. I said, look, I will have there will maybe some small children here. We will have bubbles. We will have everything else. And that was an explicit decision that I communicated to people. But it was very much I'm doing this and I could end up, in a situation where come Friday, I'm really regretting the decisions that I've made, right? We had 20 to 30 people in my house, most of 6 to 8 hours. We had some people who were literally here for 12. We had some people who stayed in my house all weekend. I had house guests. And, if what? Why is my controller disconnected? Hello? You don't have batteries. What is going on here? You're plugged into a USB hub. Okay. Sonny, I don't know who you are. I guess. Ultimate Rich, I don't know if you're joking or not, but you get a timeout the first time, and if you say it again or say something similar to it again, you won't get a timeout the second time. Did that not work? There we go. Cool. Yeah, my brother died of COVID. Shut the fuck up and go away. Yeah. So it's been a thing where I didn't tell people, I decided on January 19th and I posted on Facebook and people were like, isn't this a terrible idea? And I was like, it'd be a terrible idea if I was doing it today, but I'm not going to do it today. I'm going to do it in March. And in March, it will be a good idea. Or, and what I think is that, right now, it is in Massachusetts, COVID is about as likely to put somebody in the hospital as the flu is in an average year. And that is not to say that COVID is like meaningless or like not that important or anything else like that. It's to say it's a really bad thing that you should try and avoid, that you should get vaccinated against, that you should try and protect people from, because it turns out that like 300 people at any given time are in the hospital for flu in Massachusetts in a given like flu year for the entire flu season. Like, it is a really bad thing. And so, you know, like, which I think a lot of people, myself included, kind of underestimated how bad the flu is. And now, for people who are fully vaccinated and boosted and everything else like that, I think that COVID is about as bad as the flu, aka really bad, and should be avoided if possible. But, you know, that doesn't mean that you necessarily need to not do anything. And so you must be vaccinated. Please tell me if you find out you have COVID. If you have any symptoms, please come to me. I will help you with testing. These are all the things that I did in response to that, and we'll see how it goes. So yeah. It's, Oh god, I'm really terrible at this game. Alright. Moving along. So yeah, I don't know, we'll see. But in the meantime, I had a really fun party. I think that all of the data in Massachusetts confirms that this is a relatively safe time to do something, not nothing, but relatively. And I think it was a really important thing to me that offered me a lot of value. Excuse me.
Pretty fly.
Which was nice. Hello, Vucky. This floor is dumb. I don't like it. I guess I don't need this money, but... Okay, dead end, yay. I guess the miner's hat actually could have made this clear to me before now, but whatever. Also, I'm just gonna start bombing my way through rooms. This run is not going well. I am not super powerful, which is what I want to be. I got the keys. Open sesame! Oh, cool. Whipworm. Okay. Damn. Alright, so those don't come with me. Alright, fine. I want to jump, like... Okay, there we go. Alright, that's fine. Whatever. I'm probably gonna die now, and so be it. Yeah, I hope it works out too. I do have, I have a, one of our close friends who's around all the time, tried to get was scheduled for an endoscopy in January, and then like because of increased COVID, they were like, oh, we're canceling all of those and rescheduled it to like a week from now, and like their COVID test is, I don't know, Wednesday or something like that as the pre-procedure COVID test, and they said like, if you fuck up my endoscopy that I have been waiting for 9 months for again, like I will be very upset. And I'm like, yep, like I totally understand. That would very much suck. What am I doing? God damn, let me get out of here. Get out of here. I do have my wisp for like spitting out bombs now, which is kind of cool. I guess top left is where I want to go, maybe. Go through here. I'm sure Brad watching me would be like, what are you doing? This is terrible. What is this? It's not wrong. Oh, my wisps aren't shooting bombs. Why did I think that? Oh, bookworm. Okay, that's what I was seeing. Alright, fuck it. Can't see you. Curse of darkness. Get the fuck out. Where'd you go? Oh my god. Alright, I'm out of here. Bye. 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 Alright. I have plenty of hearts. I got 2 hearts now. Perfect plan. Spectral Dove. But yeah, seeing people was really good for me. I'm very happy I did it. I think it'll work out. But it's, I was talking to somebody the week before and I was like, how do you expect this to be? And I said like fraught and emotional. And part of that is just like, pandemic, right? Like I expect it to be emotional because it's the first time I've seen people a while and everything else like that. And then fraught is like, trying to navigate like, does this person mind if I'm standing near them without a mask, etc. So whatever. But yeah, so that was good. I'm back at work. My e-bike is coming up on 1 year of age, and I'm just about at 1,800 miles. I lent it to somebody just yesterday who's probably going to buy another one. I went through and collected all of my various rebate codes and bought myself a bunch of accessories for my bike, so I will have more storage, because I have been kind of low on some forms of storage. Like, I got a pannier from my parents for Christmas, which is great, and I really appreciated it, and now I need another one, and I need something to hold, like, pizza boxes in, because you can't really put a pizza box in a pannier. Like, the pizza slides. So I've got like a front rack coming for the bike, all of which is from the manufacturer, and is coming because I have referred 10 different people to buy Rad Power bikes now, and every time I refer somebody I get like a $50 gift code for their website, so it's nice. Alrighty, got it. Haha, can't get me. There may be flies on some of you guys. Oh, that's it. Dead. Yeah, like, and I specifically made sure that I had outdoor space and indoor space and etc. I do have a rack over the back wheel, but here, let me pull it up. Yeah, so like I've got bike. Alright, so I come here and then I open the OBS and then I click on browser and click on this. Nope. Hold on. I'm making it work. Ein Moment, por favor. Bike. Okay. Yeah. So this is my bike. This is my bike. This is my gun. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Plenty of hearts. Yes, that was a joke. Sorry. It was clearly not enough hearts. Also, I guess I'm clipping. I apologize for that. But yeah, so this is my bike. It does have the rear rack. The problem with the rear rack is like strapping a pizza to it. Like, maybe bungee cords is enough. Like, maybe. But I don't feel comfortable with it. And then like now, I've actually got a pannier attached to this, and so now this is what it is, right? So like if I've filled this bag, like, or even when I haven't filled this bag, like it sits on top of the rack, and so I'm getting 2 panniers, one for each side, and then you can see the mounting points in the front. So the mounting points in the front, you can get a front rack to attach to. So if I go to radpowerbikes.com and look at gear, on bike storage, yeah, so I get the rack, and then I'm getting the large basket. So I will have something that looks like this on the front of the bike, which is 12 inches by 20 inches, and a Domino's pizza box is 12 inches, so hopefully it will sit right in there. More likely it will sit right over the top. So, I mean, it didn't take that long. I've been completely digressed the entire time. Like, that's what I have been doing. Yeah, so there's that. Yeah. So, I wonder if my order... Yeah, so I bought my bike March 17th, 2021. It got here about a week later. And you can see, like, all of my green referrals here. Although you can read people's email addresses, which I kind of forgot about, so forget that. Don't look at people's email addresses. I can track my shipment. FedEx. Alright, so I got one coming from FedEx, another coming from FedEx, one came from Connecticut. Oh, 2 came from Connecticut. Okay, that's nice. Maybe they even came together. And then the other one is UPS and will be here on Wednesday. So, which one's Wednesday? Okay, the premiere is on Wednesday, so. Yeah. Clearly, the ability to carry pizzas is very important. Well, and this is the thing, is that, like, I've genuinely gotten, like, Domino's is like a 4.5 minute bike ride from my house. Like, it is not far at all. It's like a 15-minute walk, but a 15-minute walk with pizzas, by the time you get it home, like, they're not really hot, especially because you don't have like a keep pizzas warm bag or anything else like that. So yeah, so I'm getting a way to carry pizzas because I am really tired of, like, I call it a Domino's order, and, like, they're like, oh, your pizza is being, cooked, and then it's in the oven, and then it's waiting for pickup, and then it's waiting for pickup, and then it's waiting for pickup, and, like, 40 minutes later, they pick up my pizza and bring it to me, and by the time it gets to me, like, it's freaking cold, and I'm just like, or at least not hot, maybe not cold, but not hot. I'm just like, I'm so tired of this. Like, it is like a 10-minute bike ride, like, in summer especially. Well, the weather's nice. I'm just going to go ride and pick it. Like, I'm just going to place a pickup order, and I'm going to go get it. Like, I'm not going to play this game. So, we'll see how it goes. I did also, the other day, I went and did a delivery run of, I had some, oh, right. I had some, like, clothes that I needed to return to the like textile recycling, and so, like, I borrowed the trike from our neighbor's garage, and I rode it, and I yeah, so I took the trike, and I filled it with the laundry, and I took it over there, and so that was my, I said, like, and part of this is that people are always like, oh, you can't do X on a bike. And it's like, this was like 60 pounds of, like, clothing and sheets and robes and towels and other stuff to give away. And I just tossed it in the trike and rode it over there, because it turns out that, like, bikes are pretty effective at carrying something. Like, this is way easier than me carrying it, and much faster. And, like, I just combined, never underestimate the power of bungee cords and spite to cause me to do something. So, yeah, no, like, yeah, so the like, large carry bag stuff is definitely, like, a real thing for people who are doing more serious delivery stuff. And that's just a thing where they don't use panniers, but I like having the panniers for most stuff. It's really useful for most of the time when I'm doing that. But yeah, like, I can get, where's the big one? Yeah, so this basket bag. Like, this is the small, there's probably a bigger version. Yeah, so large insulated delivery bag, right? So this is the thing that sits on the back. It sits on top of the large rack and can do, but you need to get, like, a large platform. So the large platform only in Staros. Although I think I can't, oh, right. So this is not sold out anymore. That's nice. I might actually buy one of these. But yeah, so I can probably get the large platform, and then I could install that on the back and have this. Like, I might do that. Obviously, like, I don't, like, you can put the large platform on the front, and that's the other thing that I might see if I like that better, because the large platform could sit on the front, and then I would have a platform, and this is actually larger. This is 52 centimeters in inches is like, yeah, 20 inches by 18 inches. So this is actually much bigger than a pizza box. So this would be a flat space bigger than a pizza box, which I can just bungee things to. But when I went to go buy stuff, this was sold out. So that's the other thing I might do. But we'll see. But I am just tired. I'm tired of waiting for Domino's to deliver my pizza, an hour and a half after I've ordered it. Just like my Taco Bell last night was the same goddamn problem. And I'm just like, you jerks. Yeah, so Binding of Isaac is not apparently uploading my save file. It's just hanging forever, so that's cool. Yeah, so Brad beat that in 16 minutes. I took 34 and died, so good job, me. Chrome bookmarks. Do I have Chrome bookmarks? I don't know, maybe. Oh yeah, look at that. A whole bunch of stuff. We got the town of Weymouth something here. So I don't know why I have a bookmark to the town of Weymouth zoning code, but I do. You should bike to Taco Bell. You should buy an e-bike and then bike to Taco Bell. Because everyone should buy an e-bike. I even wrote, I like this, like if you search for, you should probably buy an e-bike. First result, by Christopher Schmidt. You should probably buy an e-bike. So just so you know, you should probably buy an e-bike. Oh, I have bells. Oh, yeah, okay, cool. Oh, yeah, Dan Lackey. That guy's a chick. Whatever. Yeah. Anyone have any particular game they'd like to see me play more of? I can play a game. I'm going to play around the Spelunky. That's what I'm going to do next. One moment. Okay. Trending and being famous. Well, I mean, it turns out that if you search for the exact title of something that isn't like a very common title, you do get something that's not very surprising as a result. Alright. Don't want to go this way? I want to go this way. Oh, I need to find something to drop. Well, I don't have anything to drop. Alright. Well, look at that. I am a perfect planner with no possible flaws. Hooah. Ah, friggity frick frick. Okay, well, note to self, don't do that. Hello, puppy. Good job destroying the skeletons, dog. Ah! I will die on this floor. The first floor. Death. Perfect Spelunky plan with no possible flaws. Yep, there we go. I definitely did that. I think I've done that multiple times, in fact. People always find it so shocking. Like, how are you harmonizing with yourself? It's like, well, there's two versions of me. There's past Chris and current Chris, and they can do different things at the same time. Also, I'm a terrible singer, so yeah. Step 1, be willing to sing even though you're terrible at it. Julie started her new job today. So Julie's been working as a college, through a, like, Uber for Babysitters app for the past couple of months. Since she moved back to Boston, they were not getting enough hours through the app, and so they started looking for other gigs, and they found a babysitting gig at an early childhood learning thing at a church, hosted a church near here. So they started that today, and they are going to be working there effectively full time. I think like 35 hours a week, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I think I tried to do like 3 once, and it was like, the thing is that like I'm not actually harmonizing. I'm just singing the same thing at a slightly different time, which is like harmonizing slightly, but it's not like I'm not like a barbershop quartet, right? Like I do not have the range or skill to actually harmonize with myself, so it's not quite the same thing. All right, we'll buy this. We'll buy. Oh, well then I will go get more money. I have learned that I definitely do not want to piss off the shopkeeper. I know that probably some other people who are good at Spelunky would be like, yeah, it's no problem, just piss off the shopkeeper. And I'm like, nope. Okay, that was not useful for me, but whatever. An accidental quartet, yep. I do love barbershop quartets, though. This is one of the things I remember from when we played, what's it called? That game with the barbershop quartet. Cuphead. When we played Cuphead. I loved the barbershop quartet. Now Cuphead and his pal Mugman, they like to roll the dice, but then they played the devil's game, and then they paid the price. Paid the price. And now they're oh, fuck you, Rock. Now they're fighting for their lives on a mission fraught with dread. Da, 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 da. The devil will take their heads. Something succeed. The devil will take their heads. But yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure how well it would work. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I did this weekend. So I went to there's a Britney Spears burlesque, Britney Spears tribute burlesque show this weekend. So that was on Friday night, and it was interesting. So I've been to a fair number of burlesque shows at this point, mostly hosted by kind of the same relatively small group of people and involved, whatever. So I don't know if like which part of my experience is unusual here, but the Britney Spears show was interesting because most burlesque I've been to, like every act is kind of like introduced by the host, and like they're all kind of personality driven, right? Like they're people who have explicitly. Oh, all right. Well, there you go. I was trying to rescue you from the spider web, and I guess it worked, but not in the way I intended to. So people come up with their own acts, and they like, you know, go through and they practice them, and they're very individualized and personal, right? They take advantage of some skills. So like, for example, at the last time I was at Smoke and Shadows, which is the monthly variety show and review show that I go to, there was someone who did a hula hooping roller skating burlesque act, right? Not something you're going to see in most places. Like, you go to Vegas and go do a burlesque show, I can guarantee you there's probably not a lot of roller skating hula hoopers there. You know, so there's that. And I was surprised because the Britney show, like, they didn't even introduce anybody until the final, like, the very end of the show. So kind of went through the whole show and didn't like do introductions or anything else like that. So very not personality driven. It was much more like a kind of like a dance review with, you know, stripping involved. So I thought it was just a very different experience. And I thought it was interesting. I think that this is the case that like this show was different. It was also hosted a bigger venue. It was, you know, these several things about it that were different. But I thought that was interesting. But yeah, so it's really cool. Just like a ton of different, you know, Britney numbers where some of it was taking elements from music videos. So for example, when they did, Oops, I Did It Again. That's the one that has like the astronaut in the music video, right? Where he like brings the heart of the ocean back from Titanic and gives it to Britney, and they actually had like someone in a big astronaut suit who like came out and did that part of the song and blah blah blah, like, you know, so things that were based on that, but then of course, you know, but also did other things like, I say of course, like all Britney tribute burlesque shows, as I'm sure you've all seen, no, but they why do the tears come at night? That song, right? Like, and so they use that song and they kind of interposed a bunch of Britney quotes from the interview she did about her guardianship, right? So she did in some, either in court or on TV, or I don't remember what it was exactly, which thing they were quoting from, but she did an interview about how like abusive the guardianship situation she was in with her father, and how it's completely destroyed her mental health and everything else. Yeah. I thought the old lady dropped it in the ocean at the end. Well, baby, I brought it back for you. Yeah, you are not the only one, it turns out, who can recite that from memory, as I learned on Friday night, for myself. But yeah, so like, you know, they kind of like took this song and like mixed in these bits that were, you know, just very, you know, personal, telling emotional things, and it like changes the whole kind of tenor of the song. You know, why do these tears come at night, interposed with her talking about how everything in her life has been guardianship abused by her father, is like a very different way of hearing it. And so and like half of the profits were going to support the, you know, some nonprofit that fights guardianship abuse and everything else. So I went back and got it for you. So I what the fuck is going on here? My controller is being fucking stupid. Maybe this cable that I got with the first Kindle I got many years ago is finally kicking the bucket. It's weird that it's doing it when I'm not really doing anything, though. Wait, I'm waiting. You're a fake Britney fan too, because I got the lyrics wrong and then you did too. Yes, I will certainly. I went down and got it for you, yeah. Okay, I went down and got it for you. My bad. Alright, I'm gonna have to try and... switch to a different USB cable, I think. One moment. Take care, Super Model Gaming. Have a good one. Alright. Yeah, so that cable would have been 15 years old-ish. Because it was the very first Kindle, the one that had like a keyboard built into it and everything else like that. So, oh good, just walk into spikes. At least I fixed my controller. But yeah, so I took Julie, and our Nibbling lives with us now, and for the moment, because I just moved here from Hawaii, and they are staying with us until they get kind of set up with a job and an apartment and everything else like that. And I had found like an 18 plus, you know, burlesque show, which there are not many out there, mostly 21 plus. And I was like, do you want to go? And they were like, yes. And so we went and did that. It was good. So yeah, it was a fun. Oh right, so most burlesque acts that I've seen have also been like one dancer at a time on the stage, or you know sometimes two. Occasionally you'll have like a group number or whatever else like that. But this was every act was like a you know Britney dance act. So it was like you had the main person who was leading, and then also like you know backup dancers everywhere, or front dancers everywhere, or whatever else like that. So you had like two people doing like go-go dance in front of the rest of the whatever. And so it's been it was very different. I think it had a lot more elements of dance and choreography in it than usual. Not professional, not. It was great choreography for what I was watching. I expected if you took someone who was like a dance choreographer and brought them there, they would be, frustrated. There wasn't people who were professional dancers or whatever else like that. Like it wasn't at that level, but it was just a lot of like, they clearly had worked through this with like 8, 10, sometimes 12 people on the stage who'd gone through this number. And it was also, that was another part of it. So like, 15, 20 people who were all part of the act, right? And so, we had a lot. I never sent this. Well, that's annoying. Discord popped up a thing like, do you want to send this to everyone? And it's like, yes. I do want to send it to everyone. That is why I said at everyone and hit enter, but then I didn't actually send. So, right, this. So we got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, or more people, and this wasn't even the entire cast. Like there was more, so a lot of people who were that. I mean, I don't know. What I should do is I should DM Maggie Maraschino, and I should say, hey, this was an interesting and different style of burlesque than what I'm used to. Is this something that is common for you, or you have a lot of experience with, or other shows that inspired you, and see what she says. That is what I should do. I'm not saying I will, but I should, because I am curious. Hi, gaming lawyer. Thanks so much. I'm glad you're here. I just realized, like, N hours in, that, by the way, you tried to send this notification and you failed to hit enter when it said, are you sure you want to send to 200 plus people? And the answer is yes, I want to bother 200 plus people. Everyone loves me, and I get to say everyone like once every 3 to 6 months, and it's not that big of a deal, so it's fine. But I didn't, so there you go. Now you know. Oh god! Ah! Don't hit me! You're dead. Thank you. Sure, I'll buy you. You won't be effective, but... Oh god! Oh, especially as I almost just jumped into spikes, so that's great. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Yep, I died. But yeah, so it was really fun. I thought that it stayed true to the spirit of like Britney's dance performances in her music videos and everything else like that. It felt like it was a really touching tribute to the terrible experiences that she had vis-a-vis guardianship abuse. Of course, it is amazing that like thankfully this is no longer something that or at least something that is in the process of changing for her, which is great. And they even announced during the show, because like earlier in the day, because Friday is the day that Britney deleted her Instagram, and so they announced at the show like, and also like she just undeleted her Instagram or whatever, and people were like, woo, it's a very big of a cheer thing. So, hello, Brad. You got to miss me doing really, really terribly at the daily and then dying. So there's that. I did beat a greed run first though, so there's that too. But yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, sorry. I meant to send the Discord notification right when I started the stream, and then I forgot. Well, didn't forgot. I tried and failed. Because I have not sent everyone notifications very much forever. But yeah. So, birthday party was great. I had 3 people come in from out of state for it. I had 50 people at my house. I went to a Britney Spears burlesque tribute show the night before. I did not go to the casino on Sunday like I had initially planned. But because one of the people that I had said I would go with was like, actually... I just had to do this work trip and I haven't gotten reimbursed yet, so I currently am like holding, $4,000 in travel expenses on my credit card. I can't go to the casino right now. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, That's fine. The Texas Lawhawk. Oh, Legal Eagle. Got it. I don't think you can say Legal Eagle stole Gaming Lawyer's theme. I feel like the fact that, you know, Brian Wilson, the Texas Lawhawk, is included in Gaming Lawyer's theming is true, but is not core to the brand. Now, if it was like Legal Gaming Eagle, then maybe that would be true. Yeah, other quick summary for people who just got here, because I am terrible at sending notifications. I am back in office, have been through March. I'm going in 4 to 5 days a week. I really like it. I like seeing people. I really like seeing people. I think it's really, the long story short with pretty much everything is that I am a person who thrives on in-person interactions. I am also working on changing teams at Google, so I am currently investigating joining a team called Delve. Delve is a product that was formerly part of Sidewalk Labs and is being integrated back into Google because the founder of Sidewalk Labs, or CEO or whatever, has determined he has ALS, and so he stepped down to work on fighting ALS, both for himself and more broadly, and so now he is, so the company is being integrated back into Google's core functionality in the Geo team. It's been about 3.5 years that I've been working on the open source team. I figured out last time I was changing jobs that after 4 years I just need to change jobs. It's much better for me. I usually have run out of energy to some extent to do things on the current team after 4 years usually. So I just set a calendar reminder for 3 years and 6 months. It's been more than 3 years and 6 months, so I'm working on changing jobs. If Delve doesn't work out, I will start looking elsewhere in Google and elsewhere in the world for a job, but for the moment I'm kind of hoping to stay within Google because Delve is a product that is based on it's a machine learning optimization algorithm for creating urban planned master developments, right? So if you've got some developer who's going to develop, a 20-acre property, and they have a whole bunch of different things about it, that they need to maintain open space and have this many affordable housing units, and ensure that they don't block sunlight or anything. Oh, fuck you, Spikes. Then you can use this program, and it's sold as a tool to do that. So targeting real estate developers to help them create better buildings by create better buildings via software. So I am really excited about that as a possibility. I don't know if the team will want to hire me, but I think it's a really exciting opportunity, and I'm trying to get them to. So that's what I'm trying to do. If that doesn't work out, maybe I end up staying on my team, maybe I don't know, but that's my current plan. Yeah, I do too. Another cool thing that would be true about Delve, which I'm kind of excited about, is that the team's based out of New York City, and they would actually want me to be in New York City for 1 week, twice a quarter, which, now that the kids are out of the house and I'm no longer, parenting teenagers or whatever else like that, I'm like, that actually sounds really cool. I have always wanted to spend a little bit more time in New York, but, I can't always get down there, and it's, finding a place to stay and blah, 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 blah. And, this will be an opportunity to potentially, if this works out, go visit New York for a week. I could have gotten the dog. Oh, well. Once, twice a quarter, that'd be awesome. Google would pay for my trip down and a hotel to hang out there, and I could, when you're there for work, obviously you're mostly there for work, but, if you stay Friday night into Saturday and go see a show and then catch the train back on Saturday, it doesn't cost, you pay for your extra night maybe if you're, staying on Google's dime, but other than that, it's it's a nice little way to do it, and I'm already there, and I don't know. I'm excited about that possibility as well. I think that'd be really neat. Which I know for other people is like much more difficult, right? Like this one of the people who joined the team, like he's got small children, and it's like, yeah, no, that's like what 2 weeks in New York, a quarter is a significant commitment for me that I was not actually planning for, and I need to figure out if I'm going to do that. So. Yeah, birthday had lots of people. They were all really lovely. Mostly, I was really pleased because, you know, I was a little bit worried because like my party was a little bit more successful than I had expected it to be. Insofar as I tried to get as many people as I could there, but it was rainy, and I knew people didn't want to come and be inside because of COVID, and I knew that people didn't want to be, you know, are harder to get to travel in the rain, and everyone has life and jobs and everything else like that. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, and that was nothing. That was cheap. So I was really worried about it, and ended up being that like 50 people were there, which meant that like at one point, I think between like 3 and 5, I had like 25 people who showed up and left in that time period, right? Like stopped by, they said hi, they hung out for a little while, and then they left, which means that if you got there in that time period, like even if I talked to everyone optimally, like I did not waste any time, and I talked to everyone for exactly the average amount of time, like that means that in the ideal scenario, you have gotten 5 minutes to talk to me. Like it is not a lot of time to talk. So like I was worried that all these people would be like, oh, I didn't get to spend enough time with you, because like I really love being the center of attention. I love that everyone came and everything else like that, but I also really wanted people to, you know, have an opportunity to really enjoy themselves, and you know, meet other people. And that wasn't like a requirement, but I thought it was like a nice bonus because I have a lot of friends who I think should be friends with each other. And like 4 people messaged me and were like, that was so great. I met so many other cool people. And I was like, oh, like that's great. Like people were like, you know, you literally invited your Twitter feed and random people from the internet showed up and it worked out. Which I think speaks a little bit to, you know, one, how annoying my Twitter feed is. I like get all the people who are crappy off of there because only weirdos would follow a Twitter feed like mine, where I post 17 times a day. But more seriously, like suggests a little bit of the people who find me interesting. Like I've cultivated something there, and that's always important to me, right? Like I think like cultivating good social spaces is really hard, and it's something that's hard. Ooh, nice! I totally deflected that arrow with my whip. That was brilliant. I didn't even realize that was possible, and it was amazing. And so I did that, and I am like really happy that it worked out that way, that other people felt like that was cool. I got to meet cool people, because it means that I have managed to make friends with cool people. Like, and just to be clear, most of the people were people I knew from a long time, right? They're coworkers, they're everything else like that. But some of them were just like random people from Twitter, and they were also cool. Like people that I've met once before at a pro bike rally in Cambridge, and they were cool. And like that is a thing. Like cultivating internet spaces being a specific goal, or which thing is an early internet thing, I guess. It's the question I am attempting to ask. I was gonna guess, and then I'm like, I don't know, I say a lot of words and I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. But I think this is like something I see, like that at least is something that I see in a lot of like YouTube creators or Twitch streamers or other things like that. You know, it's like Sinvicta, who's a Binding of Isaac streamer on YouTube, is always talking about like, I really love the mosh pit, and yes, the mosh pit being the name for his his followers or whatever. And like, yes, some of that is just like fucking branding, right? Like you don't be like, yeah, fuck you viewers, I hate you. Like that's just not like a wise decision. But I actually think, you know, if you are the type of person who like explicitly creates an online community for yourself, it is really important to get it right, and really easy to get it wrong. We see this sometimes with, you know, like if you look at like Ice Poseidon or whatever else like that. Granted, he tries to get it wrong, but you know, this is somebody who like people like, you know, they do hate, you know, swatting and hate raids and all this other shit. And yeah, he asked for it. Like that's the culture he builds. But it is possible to accidentally build some of that culture, and you have to kind of like be mindful that you don't do it by accident, like by banning random people or like the pandemic isn't a thing, like, you know. So, oh yes, I think that, well, and I think that part of that, the reason that you don't, god damn it. Okay, so here's the thing, right? In order to unlock the door to like the last level of the temple or whatever, I have to bring a key from the mines all the way back to the deepest, darkest dungeon in order to unlock it. And of course, the second I actually pick up a key, I get one of these levels that is dark, where I can't carry the key and the torch effectively. And like, because of course it is. Take all these gold bugs, hope the money saves me, which it will not. But yeah, no, 100% that, like, you know, I know you by your screen name and not any other name, but this is also like, I don't know, like I went to when I went to the bike rally, I don't know, you're that Chris, right? It's the thing I've heard it at work, I've heard it everywhere else like that, where like people will introduce myself, and this is like, so at my party I had 4-person named Aaron and 3 people named Chris, right? So like I really had all of the diversity in the world represented at this party. But yeah, so But yeah, so when I introduce myself and I say like I'm Chris, and they're like, they don't know who I am because like there's a million Chris's in the world, especially in my, you know, age group, and then they'll figure out that I'm like, you know, oh, you're Chris Schmidt, or you're Chris from YouTube, or you're CR Schmidt, or you're whatever else, and be like, oh, you're that Chris. So, you know, like there's a lot of people who I think when I was at the most recent bike rally I went to, or not most, yeah, the only bike rally I think I've been to in Cambridge, were like, oh, you're CR Schmidt, you know, like you're that person from Twitter. So some of that happens, but yeah, I agree that that's the exception, not the rule. Most people like meet each other or whatever else like that. They have an explicit event. I literally have name tags, and I considered like bringing name tags down to have people wear name tags at my birthday party. I decided that was not. It was taking the vibe that I was sort of cultivating a little bit too far, and I chose not to do it. I think some people would have definitely found it useful. God damn it! See, and I wanted that key, and now it's in the spikes, and I don't think there's any way I can get it. Like if I climb down this will kill me, right? Oh no, it doesn't. Excellent. Oh no! Oh good. I thought it was gonna land in the spike trap, and I was gonna be like, god damn it. Sure. Can you come with me? Do you come with me? I don't know. You do. Cool. Alright. Let's keep going. We're like a third of the way to where I need to be. I don't know how those people are supposed to be useful, but I feel like that's how it happens every time I buy one of those like buddies, is that they make it through about half a level and then they die. Oh no. Alright, got through. Alright, drop this, grab him. Oh no! I forgot that man traps can't be jumped on top of. Fuck. I was doing pretty good. I felt like. What a pain. Alright, so it goes. But yes, we are all just people from the internet who have never met each other. Like, that's how I did my first trip cross country, right? Like, I went from Chicago to Seattle to New Hampshire, driving with two people I had never met before in person, and meeting and staying only with people who I'd never met before in person. And I met like 25 different people from the internet, something like along those lines. So yeah, I'm just gonna go from Chicago and stay in Seattle with in the home of two people I've never met before is something that I think is not as common these days, it turns out. All right, is this enough? It is. Cool. I don't know. I tried Don't Starve. I've never felt very... I should probably try it again. I'm probably not going to try it tonight. What I'm probably going to do is probably pull out a craps game of some kind and play craps, because this is my miniature, obsession at the moment. Turns out that craps is enough math in it to make me excited at the possibilities and allow me to nerd out about it, especially given that I have the ability to Win Craps is the most 90s program ever, but allows you to do all kinds of automatic betting simulations and other things like that. So hello, Demensko, Demon Sako. See, if I read words rather than just kind of vaguely glance at them and then allow syllables to come out of my mouth, I do much better, it turns out. So hello, Demon Sako. No, not internet gambling. Real in-person gambling at a casino. Internet gambling is for chumps, because the whole point of gambling is that it's entertainment. And gambling on the internet is not fun or entertaining. I suppose that maybe it is fun or entertaining for some people, and certainly I have known people who have made a living playing online video poker, but that's different because you're playing against people and not the house. You just have to beat the rake. You don't have to necessarily beat whatever, but yeah. Battle Brother. It's a big hit with viewers. Yes, big hit with viewers. Clearly the CPG mantra. Playing Spelunky 1, which I think Spelunky 2 was released when? A while ago, pretty sure. Is clear evidence that I am solely focused on what the viewers want. Okay, so somewhere in this level, there should actually be a key. And the key, oh, it's right there, and is what I need. Alright, dog's gonna do his thing, fine. Oh, fucking hell. Spider fell on me. Yeah, I mean, illegal is overrated anyway, so I'm not worried about that. Also, I don't think that's true anymore. I think it used to be. It changed into a 2017 court case. 2018. So in 2018, the U.S. Supreme Court overruled the Professional Act of Spam or blah, 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 revoking blah, blah on DOJ recently concluded 1961 Wire Act does extend to online legal betting in the United States, limiting states to offer such services to only residents. Okay, so there are some states which offer online betting, which Massachusetts is in the process of, but doesn't. So there you go. So online betting from Massachusetts, very likely illegal. You are correct-ish. Well, you are, yeah. I mean, I think that the answer to why did YouTube cut YouTube Gaming is because the website gaming.youtube.com never got much of... Ooh, I'm shouting again. Clipping again. The website gaming.youtube.com never got a ton of the market for watching gaming live streams. And so rather than attempt to change where people used it. The goal was to instead make gaming up forefront on YouTube, where it was already successful. I think that among a niche set of people, gaming.youtube.com offered us kind of more of a feeling of a social experience that kind of brought people in. I think this is a little bit more similar to what people experience with Twitch, where the brand itself was interesting. YouTube's brand being kind of toxic since 2017. But it's something where, in practice, almost all of the traffic, I don't know, when I was on, I had a heavy YouTube gaming focused audience, right? Like I met everyone that I knew who watched my stream from YouTube gaming, basically. And it was still the case that like only 40% of people who watched me what the fuck just hit me? Watched me on gaming.youtube.com or the YouTube gaming app. Everyone else watched through YouTube. So I think that like the problem of, hey, it used to be that people really thought YouTube gaming was a big thing and now it's not, is actually a bigger one of YouTube gaming is no longer had some of that social cachet or whatever. And so like I think that some of this is that like you always know the community that you know, right? And so like when I look around at everything from like, I mean, even if I look at like, you know, Cracking the Cryptic, right? Does Sudoku solving as a channel. Also has done like The Witness and Baba Is You live streams and other things like that.
Are you theoretically still playing Isaac?
No. What's that? Spelunky. You know, so they're like, this is a channel that is big. People watch, you know, thousands of people watch them stream, but they were never going to be a YouTube gaming thing. Like they've been a YouTube channel for years, grew up a lot during the pandemic, and that's just how they, you know, did it. And like there's a ton of community there, right? Like but the difference is that people were, I guess, probably more communitying around the channel rather than around like gaming itself. Well, I think that you were a little bit the exception in not liking the UI there, Mathros, which is one of the reasons why I did. And I think this is always the thing, is that like there were significant improvements for most people. Admittedly, everyone feels differently. UI is hard in the YouTube gaming UI, and the idea was always that as gaming moved to YouTube, it made sense to have that, a lot of those elements make it its way over to YouTube because it was just better. And one of the reasons it was okay, this controller must just be busted because it's doing the same thing now as the other cable was. It's not the cable. It's not my 15-year-old Kindle cable. It's that my controller's being fucking weird. So good job, controller, convincing me that it was my fault when in fact it was your fault. But yeah, so I don't know. Like I think gaming on YouTube is bigger than it ever was, as far as I can tell from all of the random public news articles. I don't know. I don't work on YouTube anymore, so I don't have any real ideas. But so like I think that's the reality, was that you know, YouTube gaming on YouTube was always massively larger than YouTube gaming, and I think there was an idea that they would somehow make YouTube gaming be the way that people experienced gaming on YouTube. It didn't end up being that there was a ton of desire for that. It was better for people to just have the gaming integrated into the rest of their YouTube viewing experience, and the people who watch gaming, and ideally you present them the cool things there. And I think the elements that died out is more that because it was as it became less niche, it became harder for the community to grow. This is actually the same thing I say about YouTube Rewind, right? So YouTube Rewind for many years was this, like, you know, it's a site-wide production of all these things, and it encompassed every meme of the year, right? Like the idea was that every meme of the year was encompassed in YouTube Rewind, and it told all these stories that everyone was like, oh yeah, I remember when that happened. You know, I remember when Gangnam Style was big, or I remember when Pull My Finger or Charlie Bit My Finger or whatever was big. And as YouTube got bigger, YouTube Rewind became less effective. Why? Because there was no longer a singular community, right? So when YouTube Gaming started, the real thing that kind of got started that way was the idea that YouTube had a streaming service, right? It existed since 2012, but a lot of people, or earlier, the Red Bull jump was streamed on YouTube, but most people didn't know that. They didn't realize they could do it, and the feature set wasn't there, and other things like that. And so YouTube really heavily invested in making streaming better, and in the process of doing so, there was this kind of early adopter community that came out and they did stuff. Well, the problem is that, like, as with all things, there's only actually so much. A lot of, like, people move on, right? There's only so long you can be like a full-time YouTuber before you have to go get a job, especially if you're not successful. And even if you are, right? Like, even people who are mildly or moderately successful in streaming and everything else like that have 100,000, 200,000 subscribers. Like, they can't usually do it full-time. And so, you always have a rotating cast of people who are being somewhat successful on YouTube. It changes over time. And that's what we, I think that's where a lot of that early adopter, like, we lost the early adopters because, like, people just rotated in and out. They always do. And when the new crowd came in, they didn't come in because the community was so much bigger. They didn't, I'm stealing the dog. This is a giant mistake that I will absolutely be paying for the rest of my run. But I'm doing it anyway. I will absolutely regret that. But yeah, so YouTube Rewind, as the site got giant, you no longer had a singular community. You no longer had all of the memes were things that people recognized. They were instead and so, like, YouTube tried to do that, and then people were like, well, why didn't you include this, or why is this in here? I didn't know anything about this. And there was a desire to include more creators who were not kind of like the mainstream creators in the US, and because the community had been, like, heavily US based, and like these other communities, basically they just didn't get a Rewind, right? Like, so it's not like they didn't exist. It's that, like, Rewind didn't speak to them, had been the way it was before, and then YouTube tried to include them because, like, they realized, like, by the way, this is not the only people who are here. Like, we need to include everyone, not just the, whatever, few people. And it turns out that people were like, well, that's not the thing I care about. I don't care about these Indian creators. I don't care about, people from Portugal or anything else like that. Like, why are you showing me this? This isn't part of Rewind. Rewind is a different thing now. And then they tried a couple of different things after that were all kind of attempts to figure out a way to deal with it. And in the end, I think they just killed Rewind, which is probably the only choice they could really make. Fuck you, Spikes. Goddamn. And so it's the same thing. As you have a small kind of homogenous community, everyone's on the same page, everyone does the same things, everyone likes the same things, sees the same things, and can engage. As the community grows, you no longer have everyone feeling like they're all part of the same community. Instead, they're all kind of part of individual communities that are interrelated by the website, right? Like, I watched Invicta and Cracking the Cryptic and Color Up and 3 or 4 other things all on YouTube, and I like them all. They're all part of my my YouTube experience. Or when I was running the lounge, I would watch, we would watch Vox, and we would watch, Safia Nygaard, and we would watch these other things, and they were all part of the YouTube experience, but they were not a singular experience. And if you talk to somebody on YouTube, everyone had a different experience, right? Like Mr. Beast and Hot Knife and these other things that were all different for different people. And so I think that's just what happened with gaming. As YouTube gaming ended up being massively successful at bringing people into thinking that YouTube was a platform on which live streaming gaming or posting gaming content could be a thing that wasn't just posting old VODs or whatever. You could combine both. It was no longer the case that only these weird early adopters who were avoiding Twitch were involved in it, and that was the real shift. So. My opinions are my own and not those of my employer. If you are trying to interrupt me, you should... I don't know. Hold on.
I have been... I bet I know exactly who that is.
I don't, so that's good. Yeah, so, sorry, Jess just had to tell me something. And so, yeah, so I think that's the reason. That's the reason why it doesn't have sort of the feel that people wanted. I don't know. I've been talking about the same thing for 15 minutes without saying anything else, so. Alright, I've bought many kisses. Now I don't need to steal the dog this time. So yeah, so whoever said that I should play Don't Starve and then told me I was a coward for not doing so, that was what Jess had to communicate. So that has been communicated. I am a coward. It is true. I didn't like it. That's the reason I didn't play it. It's not because I was scared of it. It's because I didn't enjoy it. I don't remember what it was about it I didn't enjoy, but that is the situation. I'm not even sure I have it like downloaded and installed and everything, so. That's not true, Brett. Your streams are not, I think, much different than they have been for most of the entire existence of YouTube gaming. Like, there was maybe a brief time where there were 10 to 15 of us, but like 6 of us hanging out in your live stream and chatting has been pretty much the norm. And the only time that wasn't true is when you first came back from not streaming for 6 months because China would kill your stream every time, or you just couldn't get internet. Like, your streams fell apart, so, like, yes, it took a while to build up a new audience to replace your old audience, but that's what happens when you go away for several years. In the same way that I have, like, what, 6 people here, so. Yeah, but you did, that's always been true. Hasn't it? Was that not a thing that happened, when you streamed in 2017 at times? Like, this is why I stopped streaming in 2000, whenever I did, in part. It's like, I had streams where it's like, I have not been talking to anyone but myself for the past 47 minutes. Like, no one has said anything. This is not as enjoyable for me, but didn't I just buy like 3 kisses from the dog? And now I'm dead again. It's not going very well for me. I mean, I don't know, whatever. Oh, fuck. Okay, I think we're done with this game. Alright, we're gonna... Yeah, I think timing is hard, is certainly true. Don't starve. I have Don't Starve Together. Is Don't Starve and Don't Starve Together... Like, Don't Starve is a game, but Don't Starve Together was the multiplayer version, or are they the same game? I don't know. Don't Starve Together alone. That's where we're at. But yeah, so I Oy. Yeah, so I recently... Oh, right. So over the last year, I've been biking in various areas around Boston, and one of the places that I bike around here is to the Northern Strand Rail Trail, and the Northern Strand Rail Trail path that I take takes me directly in front of the casino they built, right? So the casino is here, and you can see, like, I've ridden by it a bunch of times, and, like, every time I ride by it, because, like, if you go to the casino, there's, like, a big, like, bike path and everything else. Oh, right, I hate fucking Google Maps. There we go. There's a bike path, like, in front of it, which, like, this whole rest of this area is, like, a weird industrial wasteland. But if you come right here, it's like they've done, you know, a nice street design with, like, all the planting and the median and, like, a nice protected off-street bike path and everything else like that. And every time I come by, I'm like, I should ride my bike to the casino. So I can, you know, just because, like, who's gonna bike to a casino? Like, really, who is gonna bike to a casino? But you've got all this stuff that's, like, you know, nice biking infrastructure, and I was like, somebody has to use it. So I decided that I would bike to the casino at some point, and I posted on Twitter in December as, like, what game should I play to, you know, lose money slowly? I'm gonna turn this down slightly, one moment. To lose money slowly at the casino, and, that's yeah. Craps was the game I ended up picking, so. Oh, it's not that I'd recommend different maps. It's that Google Maps has two different modes. So if you search for a place name, right? So if I search for, like, oh god, I'm terrible at this. Salonius Monkfish, right? So I search for Salonius Monkfish. What I want is Street View, right? Like, this is what I want. So I click on this little map thinking, oh, like, I want Street View, so I'm going to click here. And then, it worked this time, of course. Alright, we'll do Encore Boston. I feel like this is not demonstrating the thing that I wanted to demonstrate. So Google Maps has two modes. One is, like, place mode, and one is, like, map mode. Alright, well, if I just search for Starbucks. Right, so, like, if I click yeah, here we go. Alright, so I click Starbucks, and I click here, and I'm like, cool, I want to look at the street view of my local Starbucks. And then I'm like, wait, there's no street view guy in the corner of this thing, because it's in this, like, list of places mode, that is, like, the search interface instead of the maps interface. So if you do that, and you just click maps instead, and you'll get something that looks very similar, except, look, there's a little, like, guy here. So, like, I think the difference in the end is just, like, does it give you a page that says google.com/map/search, or does it give you a thing that says google.com/search, and then like hotel occupancy, blah blah blah. But I hate this mode where I'm like, oh, it looks like the map, and then I go to zoom in, and there's no little Street View guy, and it makes me frustrated every time when I do that. When, like, if I just click a slightly different button, I get almost exactly the same thing, but not quite. And this is the thing I actually want so that I can look at Street View. And that's what happened with Encore for whatever reason. Oh, because I searched Encore Casino, not Encore Boston. Encore Casino. Yes. And like, it gave me this mode, which again is this like search mode and not maps mode, and I don't like it. I love Google Maps in general. Like, I'm considering working for Google Maps like GeoTeam, so I mean, what are you talking about? No, Encore's near Boston Harbor. Like the harbor comes in to the Mystic River. It's fine. Also, what? Casinos are always named exactly the right thing, so Keno is apparently, like, live Keno is apparently a terrible game to play in a casino. I learned that from watching YouTube videos. Alright, what was I doing now? Steam. Alright, I'm supposed to pick one of these people, huh? The gentleman scientist grows a magnificent beard. I feel like I'm just gonna pick this first guy. His name is gonna be Chris. Oh, that was just me chatting. Sierra Schmidt chatted Chris. Excellent. Perfect. I've joined the game. Right. Cool. Back. No. I don't want to... Cool. Start. So this is why I never play a game in the middle of a new game in the middle of a stream. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do now. Oh, it worked. Okay. Alright. This ought to be a scientific impossibility. Pick up all the things. Oh wait, hold on, I want to attack the butterfly. Ah! Oh, is that not X? Alright, whatever. Hey, I stabbed some butterflies. Cool. Alright. Berry bush. That seems like it's gonna do good things for me, right? Oh, I failed to kill the bird. Let's pick up some flint. That'll let me make some fire to kill the bird I'm gonna murder. I will destroy you! He's looking for carrots. Well, I'm attempting to kill him, so I don't care about his carrot searching. I failed to destroy you. Alright, whatever. Oh, I ate some saplings, I guess? What are these? Okay. Maybe I should build something. Chop down trees. I chop down trees. I eat my lunch. I go to the lavatory. On Wednesdays he goes shopping and has croutons for tea. That's not what the song says at all, but... Alright. Alright, I can light a fire. I feel like I shouldn't be playing with, like, keyboard and mouse. I feel like it's not doing the thing that I need, but sure, whatever. Oh, I don't have any wood. How do I get wood? Chop down trees. Hey, I got a carrot. Maybe now I can catch a bunny. Except I don't know how to pick anything. Oops, I ate some more petals. Alright. Select. Alright, now I can drop a carrot next time I see a bunny. Yeah, it says unpause the game to craft this. Okay. Wait. Aha! Chop, 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 chop. This tree is not... There we go. Okay, cool. I didn't know how to make it. It wasn't working. Okay, so now I have to make the fire. I'm gonna make a fire in the middle near the portal thing. I'm gonna be like, yo, portal thing, you're where my fire lives. Build. Okay, now I have fire. It's getting a bit low. Well, then make it less low. It's getting out of hand. Good. Stay out of hand. Oh no, it's getting dark. Well, I'm gonna die. So be it. It's a beautiful fire. Alright, still out of hand. Good. I can't make a science machine. I can't make a telltale heart. Oh, I can make a torch, though. Okay. Equip. Alright. Maybe I should eat something. Eat. Each one is a tiny mystery. Well, now it's an eaten mystery, so. I guess it didn't like it when I lit myself on fire, but. Can I light the rock on fire? Well. Not everyone was expected to come. Everyone was invited. There's a difference between inviting people and expecting them to come. Just because someone's invited doesn't mean I expect them to be there. People have lives. Alright, I'm gonna eat some berries. My brain power is going down. That's unfortunate. Alright, let's see if I can make anything else. No. Oh, a fire pit. I need some stones. How do I make stones? I probably need a pickaxe. How do I make a pickaxe? I need How do I figure out what this is? Oh no. Alright, jump in a wormhole. This seems like a perfect plan with no possible flaws. That was not a sane thing to do. Well, fine then. Is my fire still burning? I bet it's not. I can not make a... I can't figure out how to make any of these things. I guess I can make another campfire, but... Like... I need sticks. Alright, let's go find some sticks. Probably burn them all. Oh, I need 2 flints. Well, I found 1 flint, but now it's gone. Are you Flint? Hey, you're a Flint. Alright, I need another Flint. Flint, Michigan. Donde estamos? I mean, I would have enjoyed his presence, but he lives in China and can't travel. Like, that's not a thing. Alright, now I should be able to make a pickaxe. Alright, I can make a pickaxe. This is not helpful to me because now it's dark. I have ruined myself. I may be eaten by a grue. I'm fine. Okay, I became a spooky ghost. We're gonna try this again without jumping through the wormhole and leaving my fire behind and dying. But yes, just because I like things doesn't mean I can have them. That's not how liking things works. Okay. Okay, here we go. Ow! Why did the flowers hurt me? Alright. Find some wood and some flint and some whatever. I'm the Chris who plays games, sucking at games so you don't have to. I did get a whole bunch of jigsaw puzzles for my birthday from Mrs. CPG, as well as a jigsaw puzzle piece sorter, so I can do bigger jigsaw puzzles. So I'm really excited about that. I'm currently working on a jigsaw puzzle of space, planets, and stuff like that. It's kind of neat. I mean, sure, roses have thorns, so just don't stick your hands on the thorns. Like, people get... Oh, fucking controller, man. What are you doing? Alright. Alright. Alright, I need some flint. How can I find some flint? Alright, let's scroll out a bit. This is a rabbit hole. I don't have any carrots, so I'm not worried about that. I can grab a carrot. Oh, there's some flint. Okay, now I can come here and I can make an axe. And I can chop down some trees. Prop, prop, prop. Chop, chop, chop. Alright, and then I will take a carrot. Oh, I did not mean to eat the carrot. God damn it. I was gonna put the carrot down, but I failed. Take that, nature. That's right. Screw you, nature. Alright, now. No, I didn't... Fine. It's fine. Yeah, no, I figured that out. Like, I played controller because I thought that was going to be better, but it definitely was not. Like, as soon as I realized it's, like, Minecraft-like, I was like, oh yeah, how would I play Minecraft? Not with a controller, that's for sure. And I realized Minecraft-like is a inappropriate description, but whatever. Alright. I need some flint. I don't need to open the wormhole. I need some flint. Oh, there's like 4 flints over here. Good job. Okay, so now I can... Well, that's probably true. Oh, those people are weird. I'm not gonna interact with them. Oh god, I am gonna interact with them, but not by choice. Oh, thank you for knocking down a tree for me. Appreciate that. Thank you. Okay. Torch I don't need yet. I will soon. Okay, that's how I bring things back. I need some cut grass. Alright. Take flour. My food seems to be fine. My brain does not, but whatever. We'll eat some berries. Alright, grass. I was looking for grass. Don't get distracted. Alrighty. But yeah, so I when I was riding by the casino, I was like, it seems ridiculous. There's all this great bike infrastructure and no one bikes to it, so I should bike to it. And then I did. But before I did, I was like, okay, how do you lose money slowly in a casino? And someone said craps, because like craps is a game that like you can lose money pretty slowly, right? If you make the simplest bet on the table, it only resolves like once every 8 rolls on average. 8 rolls takes about 2, 3, 4 minutes. And on average, you should only lose, like, long-term, 1.5% of that bet. So if you put a $25 bet down once every 3 minutes and you lose 1.5%, it means that you're losing, every minute you're losing, I don't know, like 25 cents. Something like that. That math isn't right, but you get my point. And so I was like, cool. And it turns out there's enough variety in different bets you can make or whatever that you can actually, like roulette, every bet is the same. Like they're all bets have the same. Okay, so how do I? Okay. And so there's not like choices you can make, whereas in craps you can actually make choices, and you're playing with other people. There's a lot of people who tend to be betting on the same thing, and so like when you make a bet or when something happens, it tends to be that a lot of people at the table get happy at the same time. Not everybody. Sometimes people bet against each other effectively, and that means that doesn't happen. But that's a thing that often happens, and so that's like a. It's fun. You're around a table with 8 other people, most of whom want the same thing to happen. Okay, I'm going to quickly make a torch. And then I'm going to equip the torch. And then, did I get to a point where I could make a fire pit? Can't make a trap. I can make a pickaxe. Oh no, I need more stone. Oh, I need stones to make a fire pit. Okay, so Build myself a pickaxe. I'm gonna build myself another torch. So I've got one equipped and one not. Fine. Oh, leave me alone. Yeah, I know. Oh, okay. Sorry. There we go. Oh, it's daytime now. I guess I have survived to day 2. Alright, now I gotta find some rocks. And I don't want to go over near the weird, like, machine people, so... Here's some flint. Bunny! I left you a carrot. Okay, Bunny don't want no carrot. Oh, I should probably eat something. What if I eat the mushrooms if they will kill me? I wouldn't eat unknown mushrooms if I was in the real world. I've learned that there are a lot of mushrooms that I should not eat. I can't see the bottom. Well, fair enough. Oh, this sounds like a scary place. Yeah, it's fine. Go ahead and whine. I knew you were going to do that, but I decided to pick the flower anyway. How about don't attack the spider den? That feels like a bad move. Not even sure I should be near the spider den, but... I bet these tree logs are going to hurt me too or something. Nope, I guess not. Alright. My brain power is getting lower. Ah! Okay. Giant tentacle tried to kill me. No problem. Weird rock spot in the middle of forest. Pig head. An offering to the beast. Okay, well, maybe I should walk in a different direction than the offerings to the beast. Hey, a little house. I would live here. Won't let me, but I would. Oh. Birch nut. Aha! A rock! Alright. Yeah, ramshackle murder huts tend to be pretty cheap in the end, so I wouldn't worry about it. Oh, that guy's not good. My light just ran out. Why did my light just run out? It's fine. Oh, I had 2 torches and my other torch ran out. Okay. Hello. I think it would be an excellent Chatelaine of a mystery hut. Mystery murder hut. Either way. It's all piney. Yes, I know it's piney. I wanted you to pick it. Oh no, I need to make another torch. Which, thankfully, I can. Maybe I'll just make a fire. So I can make a hammer. I probably still can't make a fire pit because I need more rocks. Alright, that's murder hut. Guess I probably need to walk south for more rocks. Alright, one more rock and then I can build a science machine. Oh, I should probably put some more wood on this, huh? Alright, day 2 done. I mean, I'm sure the carrot would be cooked, but then it would be a cooked carrot, and I don't like cooked carrots. I think the pine cone's more interesting. Like, I could be like, add fuel. No, that didn't really do anything. Oh, now I can plant it. Boop. Oh, no. I cannot. Plant. I guess I probably could plant it before. Never mind. Yeah, it could be like... I don't know. I don't think I have any carrots anymore. I think I ate them all. Oh, wait. No, they're right there. Yeah, cook. Yeah, but now... See, now I've got roasted carrots. Who likes roasted carrots? Ugh, gross. Alright, let's wander down into Brickstone land and see if we can find some more stones. Oh no, why did the tree die? I didn't kill the tree. Is the desert killing the tree? Bad desert. Alright, there's another stone. Moon rock. Sounds like some kind of fancy rock. Alright, I need at least 2 more rocks. Ideally even more than that, but... What? Oh, my pickaxe broke. It's like... Yeah, I don't want you to put a boulder in your pocket. I want you to put the rocks in your pocket. Why did you stop turning the boulders into rocks? Alright, alright. I will eat these slightly more nutritious carrots that will give me more health. Or whatever. Not health, but... Alright, is my fire still burning? Probably not. Oh, this is the logs that this machine made for me. Yeah, okay. Bye, bunny. Alright, now. First of all, a safer, more efficient campfire. Perfect. Now we take the carrot, and we cook the carrot. Oh. Okay. 94... 106. Ah! Why did this frog get me? Ah! What are y'all doing here? Just 'cause I ate some birch nuts or something? Alright. Tools. Maybe a hammer? Where did that go? Okay. Alright, got some health back. Jessica, it's rude to reveal people's identities when they are not sharing them. Okay. Alright, the petals do not appear to be cookable, so... Oh, he totally rammed right into me and like destroyed me, so I should not attempt to fight him. He is clearly much stronger than I am. Alright. Oh no, my fire pit is out. Okay. Ah! destroyed my fire pit. That's my fire pit. Jerk. Alright, so, science machine. Alright. Oh, right, I need to make some fire. Oh shit, I cannot. Fuck. I am doomed. I screwed up. Alright, well, there you go. I made it 3 days before I did a dumb thing, and that's it. I was almost there. Alright. Oh crap. Whatever. Alright, so, when I play Craps the Casino, I'm playing on a $25 table. I try to slowly increase the amount of money that I'm putting on the table. So, for example, in that case, it would have been bad if I put any more money out, because I put out 25, and then a 7 came up, and I would have lost it. So that way I only lost 25 instead of more. This is not going very well for me. I will do this. So now I've got numbers on the 6 and 8. If the 6 and 8 come up before the 7, I get money. If a 6 or 8 don't come up before the 7, then I don't. And the 8 came up, so I get a little bit of money. Yay. Now I'm still not in the black for this hand. So now I need more numbers to come up, and they don't. So I lose more money. See, it's very, very simple game. It was fine. Oops. Wow, this is not going well for me. What to do? I could talk through more of this, but I don't actually think I'm going to do this for very long, so. Anyway, oh yeah, it's midnight. I should just go to bed. I'm going to go to work tomorrow. I don't need to do any more of this. So, I think that's it for tonight. Thanks for those who made it out. I hope that you enjoyed. There we go. Enjoyed hanging out and talking and so on and so forth. And I love you all. I will probably not be back streaming anytime soon. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm CR Schmidt. I am around in Brad streams in the morning. Yeah. So you can also follow Brad on YouTube, and you can how do you get to people's channel? Okay, this will probably work. Go to channel. There we go. Well, that didn't work. That's dumb. Oh, that's really dumb. Oh, to YouTube. Seriously? That's the dumbest thing. Okay. Anyway. Yeah. If you follow Brad, he streams YouTube gaming stuff in the morning, and usually I hang out there and chat with him. So that's the other thing. Or I've got Discord or whatever, but everyone's already there or doesn't care or whatever. So I don't know. It's midnight. I'm tired. Have a good night. I'll see y'all later. Bye.